Face fuck. Hey guys, Alf here. Making this video about Akilah. Obviously, she put out a video a few weeks ago. But first, let me tell you, I had to take out my graphics card because it was, I don't know, the fan's not working and starting to heat up and stuff. So I had to take it out, and now I can't OBS. So you're gonna have to deal with not seeing my beautiful face and just hearing my angelic voice. But if you don't know who Akilah obviously is, she's an activist YouTuber who makes videos about basically white people being racist, but you know, the vast majority of the times she's wrong and they're not being racist. She just likes to see that in people. Most of the time she ends up sounding like she's racist herself. But she put out this video. I'm going to read the description for you first before I go into it. More than 0 white people have spent their summer vacation calling the police on black people who are minding their own business. It's taken over Facebook, Twitter, IG, and more. While I wish someone would call the police on me for minding my own business, I'd tear them a new one. But honestly, hopefully you watch this video and see how stupid it is to harass people of color and use your better judgment not to call the police on them. Disclaimer, Lily is not actually a racist. She's lovely and a good friend. Yeah, obviously you're not going to put an actual racist in your video. I don't think you needed to put that disclaimer, but let's get into the video.
Hey.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh my god, I saw this on Facebook. You're lying, go ahead. I'm calling the police.
You can't barbecue here.
So as you can see, they have a white person who's calling the police on a bunch of black people eating. Well, you know, they're not really having a cookout in this video, but I guess that's what it's supposed to be. But they're just eating in front of some steps. She says, oh my god, I saw this on Facebook. I haven't seen it, but I guess there's some videos on Facebook of people calling the police on black people for barbecuing. I really doubt that that's the issue, but maybe it is. Maybe these people are just racist douchebags, but I think that's probably a small minority of people. The majority of the time, it's probably because somebody's doing something wrong or they're mistaken and thinking, you know, they seem like they're fighting each other or something's going on that, you know, might be different. But you could hear in the video, the white girl says, you're not supposed to cook here. You're not supposed to have a cookout here or whatever. I know you want people to mind their own business, but you can't get upset for somebody calling the police over something that you're not supposed to be doing. I mean, you're not supposed to be doing it. That's just basically it. But yeah, let's keep going.
Go ahead, call them. Oh, you're mad because nobody came to your cookout with the guacamole peas and your, you know, potato salad raisins.
Guacamole peas? What the hell are guacamole peas and potato salad raisins? What is she talking about?
Potato salad raisins.
She's just like making stuff up. I've never even heard of this stuff. And I've been to many white people barbecues, so I have no idea what she's talking about.
Let me say this in words your dumb will understand. All right, I pay taxes too.
Yeah, most people do. Nobody really cares if you pay taxes, but I mean, do you pay more taxes than she does? Probably not. No, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it, that you pay taxes? Well, how is that an argument for this?
And the police are not your police.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. I mean, they're everyone's police. Well, everyone in that town, right? That's the jurisdiction, so everybody in it is within their jurisdiction. But I think everybody understands that. I think that's a silly thing to say. If people are calling the police on people, it's probably because they're trying to take care of their neighborhood and they think there's something going on that's wrong.
All right, they're sick of your Guess what? Black people are out here. We out here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's doubting that black people are here. I think this is blown out of proportion. I mean, I'm sure if you take the number of people having cookouts in these neighborhoods where somebody called the police on one of them, I'm sure if you take the numbers and make a percentage of how many times this happens, it's going to be extremely small. It probably rarely happens. But, you know, it happens once and it comes out on the news and then it goes viral and everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe it, racism. You know, so, yeah, it's all bullshit, isn't it?
What are you talking about? We're cooking with spices. You know, adobo, Lowry.
Maybe
Things
gagging
are going to pucker that little booty hole of a mouth.
Wait.
Yeah, I never heard of white people not using seasonings. Of course they do. You ever watch Gordon Ramsay? He gets nuts when people don't season their foods. He's fucking like, what? You gotta season this. You know, he goes fucking crazy. You mop it. But, yeah, that's all bullshit. You ever think that maybe you're over seasoning food? And that's why you think they don't season it? I don't know what it is, but I always found that strange because, you know, I've had white friends, I've had black friends, I've had Hispanic friends, and everybody I go to, all of them season their foods. They just season it differently. It's kind of a cultural thing, right? Like, it's funny that she calls out adobo because adobo is Hispanic. So I'd like to call her out on a cultural appropriation because I've heard her complain about cultural appropriation a million times. So, Yeah, don't culturally appropriate my spices, bitch. That's my adobo. You can't use that shit.
You're not coming?
Oh, they're not coming? Yeah, I told you they're not coming because the police are sick of your too. So why don't you tell your Mima and your Papa and everybody at the CVS and at the block party and mad at people who are just selling water that guess what? Black people are here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, so she's just going on a little rant here, flipping out, telling people, go tell this person and that person, and calling people for selling water. And it's like, who gives a shit? Why is it that this lady calls on a little black girl for selling water, calls the police, but and they automatically assume that it has to do with her being black? I mean, are you sure that if a little white girl was selling water out there, she wouldn't have called the police? I'm not too even interested in that story to even look into it, because I don't really give a shit. I don't see a problem with that. If the cops came and did something, then they did something. If they didn't, they didn't. Then it's not against the law. Then who gives a shit, right? And it's just something to call out. That's bullshit, that for them to like race bait and shit. She also goes into like, black people are here, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, obviously you're American citizens, obviously you're not going anywhere. Then nobody's gonna deport you, or nobody's gonna get you to leave. You don't have to leave, this is your country, duh. So I don't know, it just seems like she's just doing this stupid rant trying to be funny. It's not really funny at all, it's really corny. Just the way they act is really corny. But I don't get the complaint here. This seems kind of stupid. Yeah, maybe the police are. She's saying the police are fed up with it. Maybe they are. It's a false report. Everybody's gonna get pissed at a false report, but it's probably just an honest mistake. They probably thought something was really going on that was wrong and called the police. Maybe they thought, or maybe the smoke from the cookout, the barbecue, was going through this lady's window, and she was smelling barbecue food. It was smoking up her room, and she was like, "Shit, I'm gonna call the police on these people." You know, there's probably a good reason for this. It seems like people are just jumping to conclusions, especially her.
And I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm Martin Luther King's dream. So let me judge you by the content of your character. All right, you've got more in your personality than you have in your life. So why don't you take your little to your 3 little piggies home and go cry about it, you little.
Yeah, so that's it. It's a pretty short video, but I mean, how corny is it, right? I can't be the only one out there who thinks this is so corny and stupid, and I don't know, it's really ridiculous. But yeah, you might remember Akilah from her trying to sue Sargon over a response video he made, which she is terribly losing right now. The last I heard was 2 months ago that her lawyer had fucked up and admitted that it was a criticism, which would make it covered under fair use. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna lose that. But yeah, if you don't know her, she makes tons of videos, mostly race baiting. She made this one video. I think she's joking most of the times, but it's really bad joking. But you know, behind her jokes, it seems like there's a smidgen of truth, and she does feel this way. I remember she did this one video a while back. I can hardly remember. I remember it was with an Asian girl, like interviewing her, and she said something about she would like more diversity in the U.S., but by that she meant less white people. Like, she actually says she means less white people, which is pretty racist to me. I don't know if she's just joking. She's just joking. That's cool. But I think within joking, she's actually has a smidge of truth, right? Yeah, so that's it. It's a pretty short video, but I mean, how corny is it, right? I can't be the only one out there who thinks this is so corny and stupid, and I don't know, it's really ridiculous. But yeah, you might remember Akilah from her trying to sue Sargon over a response video he made, which she is terribly losing right now. The last I heard was 2 months ago that her lawyer had fucked up and admitted that it was a criticism, which would make it covered under fair use. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna lose that. But yeah, if you don't know her, she makes tons of videos, mostly race baiting. She made this one video. I think she's joking most of the times, but it's really bad joking. But you know, behind her jokes, it seems like there's a a smidgen of truth, and she does feel this way. I remember she did this one video a while back. I can hardly remember. I remember it was with an Asian girl, like interviewing her, and she said something about she would like more diversity in the U.S., but by that she meant less white people. Like, she actually says she means less white people, which is pretty racist to me. I don't know if she's just joking. She's just joking. That's cool. But I think within joking, she's actually has a smidge of truth, right? Yeah, so that's it for my video too. This is kind of going to be a two-parter because AJ Plus has put up a little video on Twitter about more race baiting bullshit, as they usually do. It's basically somebody called the police on a black politician in Brooklyn for handing out flyers. I'm sure there's more to it, but they never tell you that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. Probably post it right after this. Alpha. Face fuck.